Suckers and not enough time to fuck up all of them with one clip from me 9. To shoot the cold-blooded dummy.
Back with another video. Do you know, ever since I've been on this planet, I've heard something consistent throughout my whole life, and that is that there's no such thing as racism. They said that when we had our first president that was black. There is no racism. And they'll continue to say that, even though it's simply not true. Racism exists. And until people change their mindset, we will always continue to be in this loop. The only thing that changes in this country, or even in the world, is technology. But the mindset of the people is still the same. So what I did was I took 3 of the top AI programs and I asked them about race. Does it exist? And the first one was Gemini, and this is what Gemini said. I have a question. Does racism still exist in America today?
Yes, racism still exists in America today. It's present in many forms, from individual acts of prejudice to systemic inequalities built into institutions. Would you like to explore any specific examples of this? Or perhaps discuss the history of racism in America?
Give me some specific situations.
Some examples include the disproportionate rates of incarceration for Black Americans, the wealth gap between white and Black households, and the continued existence of racial profiling by law.
I also asked the AI that was invented by Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, and this is what they said. Okay, I have a question for you. Does racism still exist in America today?
Racism is still a complex issue in the U.S. today. Many people believe it persists in various forms, from systemic inequalities to individual biases. Others argue progress has been made, but there's still work to be done.
And, you know, I'm pretty sure somebody's probably going, oh, there's a bunch of Democrats and liberals and leftists that made those AIs. Listen to this guy.
Of XAI and Grok is to understand the universe.
Elon Musk's AI company has launched its latest model, Grok 3. Musk has claimed that this is the smartest AI available, and of course it comes at a time of fierce competition.
Grok, his AI. So, as far as I know, he's not a liberal, he's not a leftist, he's not a Democrat. He's right-leaning. He's a conservative. He's one of those people, right? He's a MAGA, right? Well, let's see what his AI had to say. Hello, Grok.
Hey there. How can I help you today?
First of all, I would like to know, where exactly do you get your information from?
Oh, I pull from all sorts of places. Databases, online sources, that kind of thing. Think of me as a cosmic librarian sifting through a massive digital stack, grabbing what's relevant to answer you. Want to dive deeper on something specific?
Yes. Does racism still exist in America today?
Yeah, unfortunately, it does. There's still systemic inequality, discrimination in jobs and housing, and ongoing issues with racial profiling. Hate crimes and bias policing pop up in stats too. FBI reported about 8,000 hate crimes in 2023, many racially motivated. But progress is happening. More folks are aware and pushing back. Want to focus on a specific angle, like data or personal stories?
Well, let me ask you a question. Who does this racism affect?
It affects everyone, but mostly Black, Hispanic, and Indigenous communities face the brunt. Higher poverty rates, like 22% for Black Americans versus 9% for whites, per 2023 census data. Asian and Native American groups deal with it too, often through stereotyping or underreported hate crimes. Even white folks get tangled in it, just differently, like backlash from misinformation. Want me to zoom in on one group or issue?
There's a person who owns 50% of the company that created you. That person says that racism doesn't exist. Would you believe that's a fact, or is that just someone's opinion?
That's just their opinion, not a fact. Data and lived experiences, like the racial wealth gap or hate crime stats I mentioned, show racism's real and measurable. Even a big shot with 50% of XAI can't erase that with a claim. Facts hold up under scrutiny. Opinions don't always. Want to dig into any specific evidence?
Who would be that 50% owner of the company that created you?
That'd be Elon Musk. He's the primary owner and driving force behind XAI, according to reports from folks like Reuters and the New York Times. Exact ownership percentages aren't public since XAI is private, but Musk's the main guy. Want more on what he's up to with XAI?